God damn it, there's no Groovatron in this game. 0 out of 10, do not buy. This title is hilarious. What is it with Ratchet & Clank titles having sexual innuendos in them? I mean, come on, up your arsenal, size matters, full frontal assault? How much more blatant can you be? This game is an interquel, meaning that it comes after Tools of Destruction, but isn't a sequel in the same way that A Crack in Time is a sequel, even though both games take place after Tools of Destruction. Confused? Good. At the end of my Tools of Destruction review, I talked about a massive cliffhanger that Insomniac dropped on all of us. Unfortunately, if I'm going to discuss the plot of Quest for Booty in any detail, I need to spoil this. I just need to warn you now, the rest of the reviews in this series will basically spoil everything. So if you want your innocence kept, leave now. Alright. So to quell for the release of A Crack in Time, Insomniac released a $15 downloadable PSN title. In this game, Ratchet and Talon search for Clank after he was abducted by the Zoni. When I was little, I had no idea this game even existed. And it wasn't even that I preferred physical copies, I just didn't even know the PlayStation Store was a thing. Wasn't really about the digital life. Quest for Booty went unplayed until I bought Into the Nexus, where I promptly downloaded it and... well, this game is weird. Starting off, this game is all about them space pirates, which is an automatic A in my book. Ratchet and Talon go searching for the pirate Darkwater, who was said to have been in contact with the Zoni. Ratchet hopes that if he can find Captain Darkwater, that he'll invariably come closer to finding Clank. Luckily, Captain Slag and Pete return to spice up the story, even though you killed Captain Slag in Tools of Destruction. But hey, I ain't complaining. I love these two, so seeing them at the forefront of the story for a change is a nice touch. I'd even go as far as to say that Quest for Booty is my favorite portrayal of the space pirates. Sure, they were awesome in Tools of Destruction, but now that they're the main antagonists, they get some time to shine. Pete's a lovable scaredy cat who cracks jokes all the time, and Captain Slag is just a ferocious, fun-loving pirate. I swear to God, I unhealthily love these guys. Talon is pretty much the same as she was in Tools of Destruction, which isn't necessarily a good thing. Don't get me wrong, I liked her in Tools of Destruction, but it always annoyed me that they never explored her backstory. You see, in Tools of Destruction, they set it up all like, my father went to go fight the space pirates and then he never came back, ooh. And then they promptly go on to never explain where he is or what happened to him. It just seems like a lot of wasted potential, especially considering this game is all about the fucking space pirates. You'd think it'd be a perfect chance to introduce her father, but whatever, we need to use the old assets. The story overall this time around is actually pretty downplayed. Most of the time it's just Ratchet and Talon fucking about an island looking for Darkwater, and then when they find Darkwater, he fuses with Captain Slag, and then you have to fight Captain Slag and Darkwater combined, which is admittedly pretty cool. But once you get the Fulcrum Star and look for the Zoni, all you find is Dr. Nefarious, which is a nice callback, but that's it. We don't really learn where Clank is, what he's doing there, or anything like that. All we get is Dr. Nefarious. To be honest, if I was a kid, that wouldn't have told me anything, so I'm kind of glad that I skipped out on this one. If it weren't for the space pirates, I have a feeling that the story wouldn't be able to hold its own. In every other department, Quest for Booty borrows from Tools of Destruction constantly. Same great music, same great graphics, and same great weapons, with a limited roster this time around. The upgrade system is also the same, but every weapon starts out at rank 3 instead of rank 1, which makes leveling up a lot faster. The catch is that you lose all of your weapons at the beginning of the game, sort of like an abilities. You get them back gradually in the strangest way possible. Everyone seems to just find Ratchet's weapons ashore in random locations.
Now why don't you take these weapons? I just found them floating out near Hulafar Island.
Raritanium is notably missing because putting a complex upgrade system in a 2-hour title seems pointless. I do need to question the inclusion of the Tornado Launcher. Did Insomniac really like this weapon? Did anyone even like this weapon? Hey, at least I had the tolerance to upgrade it this time, and it shoots lightning bolts. Doesn't make it any better, but it looks cool. You already know my opinion of these weapons, and for the most part, the combat is pretty light. The majority of Quest for Booty is spent on platforming. You see, Ratchet's wrench has been upgraded so that he can tether to obstacles and move them around, and he can also pick up objects like firestones that can break doors and glowing lights to fend off space bats. Remember those sections in Tools of Destruction where you jumped over lasers and did really simple platforming? That's basically Quest for Booty. No hacking devices or helipods or clank sections, none of that good stuff. Just basic platforming. I mean, I didn't hate playing it, but it was really simple. It sucks too because there were so many ideas in Tools of Destruction that didn't have enough time to fully extrapolate. You could have done so much more with the clank sections or the hacking devices or the helipods or all of that other stuff. If you wanted to ditch combat, fine, but you can't just have the basic jumping and shit. You have to incorporate the other stuff that made Tools of Destruction a lot more than just shooting shit. Whatever. At least nanotech is bearable. Ironically, the nanotech issue got fixed in the game where the combat isn't even a focus. I don't know if that's an insult or... Unfortunately, the checkpoint system is just as much fucked up as it was in Tools of Destruction, which is just great. Really though, if you die in Quest for Booty, you suck. This game is extremely easy. The only reason I died is because I was trying to level up the fucking tornado launcher and it just left me open to hits and fucking... God. What even is this game really? It's a DLC pack for Tools of Destruction. Now of course I don't have any evidence for this, but it really feels like it's just an add-on pack. It's the same stuff from Tools of Destruction. Whether or not that's good or bad, I'll leave up to you. When I beat Darkwater and Captain Slag, I didn't really feel satisfied, nor did I feel disappointed. I just kind of existed and was like, well, that was 2 hours of my life. I'm sure you'll get it for free anyway after purchasing Into the Nexus, but really playing this isn't a necessity. You can if you're curious, but I don't think you'll get anything meaningful out of it. Whatever, it's 2 hours anyway, it doesn't hurt. That's all I can really say about it. Many might question why I gave Quest for Booty a full video. Honestly, they released it as a standalone title, so I'm gonna review it as a standalone title. It didn't feel right to just mention it at the beginning of Crack in Time, so I did it here. Think of it as my way to tide you over for the Crack in Time review in the same way that Insomniac tided over fans for the actual game. Until next time though, if you liked the video, consider giving it a thumbs up and a favorite. Follow me on Twitter if you like my ramblings. And finally, hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of my content and just want to support me in general. I've been King K, and I hope you have some well-deserved fun today.